Hey, what's up? Will Hamilton here. And if you're like most players, then you're not using your entire body to generate spin, which means you're not able to hit a kick serve, you're not able to hit a slice serve, and your forehand and backhand, they're not heavy, and just more generally, you're not as consistent as you should be. So if, for example, your kick serve has no bite, then I want to invite you to pick up a copy of Spin It, because inside there are over 30 drills where Dr. Mark Kovacs shows you how to generate spin from your entire body so that your serve, your forehand, and your backhand have a lot more RPMs. So what I want to do right now is take you inside Spin It and show you one of the drills so that you can see if it's right for you. It's drill number 2 here, and it's going to show you how to get spin out of your core, and specifically it's going to fix a really common mistake that kills your ability to hit a kick serve. So if I click on this button right here, the video pops up showing you how to do the drill. And let me briefly introduce this guy right here. His name is Dr. Mark Kovacs. Dr. Kovacs is widely recognized as the world's leading expert on tennis biomechanics, how your body should be moving when you hit a forehand, a backhand, or a serve. And he's also a hell of a tennis player. In 2002, he won the NCAA Division I Men's Doubles Championship. And in 2011, after he got his PhD, he published the world's leading study on the serve. It's called an 8-stage model for evaluating the tennis serve. It's been peer-reviewed twice, and it won him the International Tennis Hall of Fame's Educational Merit Award. He was the youngest ever recipient. So the bottom line is, Dr. Mark Kovacs is the guy people go to when they want to hit with more spin. Players all the way from the Pro Tour down to the USTA League and club level have flown down to Atlanta, Georgia to have Mark personally walk them through his drills for generating more spin. But when I saw these drills, I said, Mark, look, we got to get these things online, and that's exactly what we did with Spin It. So now let's go inside and check out drill number 2 and see how we can use our core to generate more spin on our kick serve. All right, so Mark, when it comes to generating spin, how can we use our core, our trunk, more effectively?
Yeah, so one of the areas, we talk a lot about the lower body, we talk a lot about the arm, but one of the missed areas for many people is the torso or the trunk and where that needs to be to get the body in the right position. The great part is there's been a lot of pretty good research done on the serve and where velocity comes from, not only for pace of the ball, but also you need a lot of good velocity in the body to be able to generate excessive kick and spin. So from this standpoint, what we need to make sure the body does is it needs to stay side on well. Most players, when they serve, they over-rotate too early and they fall many times for a right-hander to the left. So what we're going to do here, we're going to cross the arms over like this with the racket, and then I want you to go and load into the serve like a normal person would. They would drop down. They may not even get that much of a turn, so they may go here, so drop. So they drop like that, and then when they come up and over-rotate and land. So do that with the jump. Okay. So drop down, come up, land. That's what a lot of people do, especially people maybe that over-teach the finish. You'll see a lot of people try to teach the finish, and they'll land like this. If you over-teach that, many times the player over-rotates too early. So be careful if you're trying to work on your finish and you're over-focused on the rotation.
So basically, the racket's going to end up perpendicular to the baseline.
Correct.
When I do that.
So your chest is completely open at the net, which is something that if it happens too early in the motion, then our entire body's in the wrong position. And we know that's a result of what's happened previously in the serve. But the goal here is to try to retrain the body to make sure that we get our power line, which is really important. That's the line of our shoulders and our hips that needs to drive out towards the target. So to fix that, what we ask the player to do is get the racket like this, exactly like they are, drop down into the back hip, and then when they come out, we want to keep this shoulder line and this hip line going towards that right net post for the right-hander. So the tip of the racket here will go to that right net post. Exactly. So now we jump, and you'll get that same landing position. Go jump. Good. So that's the finish that we want to try to train. Let's do a few of those. Drop down. Good. And as you can see, he's go down into the load. Stop. So see how we've got weight on the back leg here. Shoulder, hip line is equal. So we've got symmetry here. And then the goal here is to come out in towards that right net post. Good. And that's the exact goal here, is to try to work on that. So from that progression, then we actually go into serve, and I'll give you some balls.
Mark, let me ask you a question before, just for folks who are practicing it. If they're going to do it in the deuce court, so in the ad court, you're going at the net post. In the deuce court for a righty, what would be the direction you're trying to go?
That's a great question. So from this position, what we're going to do is we're going to try to also leave it somewhere between the net post and the net strap. So we have a little bit of variation, a bit of range. Normally the recommendation is about the singles line. That's where we want the body to go. Go ahead. Good. See how the initial intent is to over-rotate, especially if it's a slice serve.
Yeah.
If it's a slice serve, you get a little bit more forgiveness to rotate because you are doing that. But if we're talking about a kick serve, we got to be careful that we don't over-rotate too early. Good. And the purpose of this, of why we've got the racket here, is we're trying to isolate the body. We're trying to take out the arms. We're trying to let the hips and the shoulders move as a unit. You hear about the unit turn on the ground strokes. There's a unit turn on the serve as well. So it's really important to make sure that we train that so that we get that symmetrical load and release in the right timing.
So that drill is pretty cool, right? And all the drills in Spin It are just like that. They are all scientifically backed, and they are all designed to allow you to generate a lot more spin. Whether that means a kick serve, a slice serve, whether that means topspin on your forehand, whether that means topspin on your backhand or slice on your backhand, and whether that's the one-handed backhand or the two-handed backhand. Now, normally Spin It is $197, but for the next couple days, we are running a special deal, and you can get your hands on all of the drills inside of Spin It for just one payment of $67 here on this page. All you got to do is scroll down this page and click that button to check out. And a few short minutes from right now, you will be inside of Spin It and be able to go through all of the lessons with Dr. Kovacs. Now, when you pick up a copy of Spin It, you are also getting 3 amazing bonuses. And the first is tennis over 40. Now, I just turned 40, and so I wanted to get with Dr. Kovacs to create this program. It is completely brand new. We've never actually even released it before, because once you turn 45 or so, you lose 1% of your muscle mass each year unless you do something about it. That means you lose power, speed, quickness, and you become more prone to injury. Now, typical gym exercises, push-ups, pull-ups, bench press, sit-ups, they focus on the big muscles, but they completely ignore the smaller stabilizing muscles that allow you to transfer power from the ground through your body, through your arm, through the racket, and into the tennis ball. So inside this brand new program, Dr. Kovacs is going to walk you through his step-by-step exercise program that'll reverse muscle loss, increase stability, and let you play like you're 10 years younger. Now, back in 2016, Dr. Kovacs and I created a program that was similar to this. It was How Do You Play Well As You Get Older? And that was a $499 program. But this new and improved version, well, you get it completely free as a bonus when you pick up a copy of Spin It here on this page today. Now, the second bonus you're getting absolutely free today is called Move It. And this is how you cover more court in fewer steps, which allows you to move faster and get to more balls, and you conserve energy so you won't get tired as fast. Now, we've also got some cool sections in here. One of them is how to triple your winners, because only about 40% of your forehand winners come out of the deuce court, and 60% will come out of the ad court. That's why you see the pros running around their backhands to hit forehands. And we've got a new footwork pattern from Carlos Alcaraz. It's why he can get around so many backhands and upgrade to a forehand. We're going to show you how to do the exact same thing. We've also got a section called the unbreakable backhand. So if you're the type of player whose backhand gets picked on and it breaks down, well, this is a way you can move that allows the ball to settle and allows you to generate more pace, get more into that ball so that you don't hit it short. Dr. Kovacs also shows you the most efficient footwork patterns for getting to the net, for returning serve. I don't want to bore you with all the details. You'll see what I mean when you get inside, but this bonus is awesome. And normally we would sell this for $397, but this program is completely free. It's yours as a bonus when you pick up a copy of Spin It today. The last bonus is the 2023 edition of Live Arm. And this is 4 stretches and 10 exercises that allow you to accelerate your arm like a Formula One race car, like that. So obviously, one of the best ways to hit with more spin is just to be able to swing faster, right? Then you get more kick, you get more slice, and you get more topspin or slice on your backhand. So you're getting 4 exercises that'll make you more flexible, creates more road for that race car to accelerate, and then you're getting 10 exercises that do 2 things. The first is it helps you develop explosive power. So you can go from 0 to 60 like that. And then the exercises will also help you develop stability at the point of contact so that when you make contact with the tennis ball, all the power your body has generated actually ends up in the ball. And when you have all that, then you've got that live arm. The previous version of live arm, that sold for $291. But the 2023 edition, it's yours for free when you pick up a copy of Spin It. So when you add up everything you are getting today, you are getting Spin It, a $197 value. You are getting Tennis Over 40, a $499 value. You're getting Move It, which is a $397 value, and Live Arm, which is a $291 value. You add all of that up, and it's $1,384, but you can get all of it for just one payment of $67 here on this page today. Just scroll down this page and click that button to check out, and in a few short minutes, you will have access to absolutely everything. You are also protected by my 365-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. And what that means is you can go through Spin It, you can go through Tennis Over 40, you can go through Move It, you can go through Live Arm, you can take all of this for a whirl for the next year, and at the end of that year, if you're like, well, this just wasn't my thing, no worries, I will give you every penny back. So that's the deal. I think it's a pretty good one, and if you do too, just scroll down this page, click that button, and I will see you inside Spin It.